yourself comparing yourself to someone else sometimes. And sometimes it's people that you don't even really know. Raise your hand. If you didn't raise your hand, girl, I know you plan, because we all do it at some point in our lives. We're all human beings. And at some point, no matter how positive we are, no matter how great our self-esteem is, we may find ourselves just looking at old girl next door or on social media or whatever it is, who seems to just be shining brighter than any star. And it makes us wonder if we're doing enough. So today I want us to talk about putting an end to that spirit of comparison. Now, here's the thing. Like I said, we're human beings, and so it'll happen. It's bound to happen at some point, right? But if this is a situation that you find yourself in all the time or more often than not, then sis, we need to correct that, because comparison is the thief of joy. It will literally put a halt in your vision, whatever vision that you have for your life, for your family, for your children, for your business. It will literally be a stumbling block for you, because what happens is when we compare ourselves to other people, we tend to find that we are not as creative as we thought we were, right? But it's not even that we're not as creative. It's just that because we're looking at this person and we're putting them up there, or we're just seeing how great the accomplishments that they're showing us that they're receiving is, we then start to believe that our creativity is not enough. And the thing with when we're comparing ourselves to other people is that we tend to look at people that are similar to us, right? It's not like we're looking at some big celebrity that is like nowhere close to our level, and you know, we're looking at them like, oh, I could never make it there. It's not even that. It's like you would look at another woman that you feel is very similar to you, whether that be another woman that has children, or she has like the same goals as you know, she's trying to build her own business, or she is going to school to get a higher degree, or she's working on being promoted at her job. Whatever it is, you tend to look at someone that is her goals are very similar to yours, and then you compare, because if she is showing that she's shining right now, she's showing that she's winning, then you start to look at yourself like, okay, well, I know I'm working hard. I know I'm doing XYZ. I know my business is growing. I know I've been studying like I should. Whatever it is that you're working on, you know that you're putting in the work. You know that you're putting in the time and the dedication that you need to get to that next level. But because your progress does not seem to be moving as quick as hers, or the progress that you're receiving does not seem to be as great as what she's showing you, you start to compare yourself and wonder, am I doing enough? When you know that you are, but because again, you're looking at someone else, you start to question yourself, you start to devalue the work that you put in. You start to look at yourself like maybe you're not smart enough, because I'm going to tell you some of the things that happen, and some of the emotions we experience when we are comparing ourselves. One of the things that tends to happen is we start to feel like we're not creative enough. And I can speak on this for a fact because I have gone through this, and I still have moments from time to time where I go through it, where I will see someone else that is on the same journey as I am. She may be a life coach as well. Or she just may be a new entrepreneur as well, whatever it is. And she's like, I'll look at her and I'll see like certain things are happening for her that's not happening for me yet. And sometimes it will cause me to be like, I'm not creative enough. Like my creativity isn't there like hers. You know what I mean? When that's like the furthest thing from the truth. I'm very much a very creative person. But what happens is when you start to compare yourself to someone else, and then you start putting these thoughts in your mind that you don't have what it takes, or you don't have as much as they have, you literally put a block in your mind, and it shuts down everything. It will literally shut down your creativity. It will shut down the flow of how you usually move with your business. You will feel like you can't think clearly. And it's not even that, because it's not even that these things are true. It's that you're so stuck on, what this other person is doing, that it puts a block in your mind, and it causes you to believe that what you're doing is not enough. So something else that you do is you feel like you're not enough. You feel like you start to second guess yourself, like, is this even really my calling? Is this even for me? Am I even smart enough to do this? Am I even good enough to do this? Does it even matter what I have to offer? Do people even really care? You really start to second guess yourself and doubt yourself. It'll cause you to feel like you are behind with your journey. You are behind, like, I should have been further by now. I should have been receiving this by now, XYZ. So this is what comparison does. It steals your joy, because you can literally go from I'm flowing, I got this stuff coming out, or like I'm passing all my tests, or I'm learning everything I need to learn to get to this next level in my job, in my business, in my whatever. Even in your relationships, because sometimes we'll look at somebody else's marriage or somebody else's boyfriend, girlfriend relationship, or even their relationship with their children. And because they're doing things differently, or maybe things that you didn't really think of at the time, you start to second guess yourself and feel like I'm not doing enough, or I'm not enough. You know what I mean? And so I want us to kill that spirit, because it will derail us. It will derail us. And for some people, it literally puts an entire halt in their journey, on the path that they're on. They will literally stop what they're doing and feel like, I'm not worthy enough because I'm not bringing these things to the table. So hear what? Okay, listen to what I have to say about that. You have to remember that at the end of the day, especially if you're like comparing yourself to people that are on social media, like, y'all, come on now. In case you didn't already know by now, I will be the one to tell you, social media is filled with people's highlight reel, meaning it is filled with people's best moments in their life. Okay, they're not going to show you the ugly stuff. Most people are not going to get on there and show you the ugly stuff. They're going to show you the stuff that happens that's great. This is what's popping for me right now. But what you don't realize is, a lot of times people don't show us the journey, what it took for sis to get there, what it took for her to get that speaking engagement, what it took for her to get to that next level in her job, or be able to finalize her book, or be able to take her children on whatever luxury trip she got to take them on. You did not get to see her struggle prior to that. You did not get to see her nights where she was crying, or maybe she was fighting with someone, or the moments where she was even doubting herself. Because again, we all do it at some point. The goal is to not get stuck at that point, not get stuck in feeling like I'm not enough, or what I bring to the table is not important because so and so is now at another level. You know what I mean? So we all go through it. All right, so what I want y'all to do is, the next time you see another woman winning, another woman hitting her goal, being celebrated, however, instead of comparing yourself and starting to put yourself down, although you know you are fabulous as you are, I want you to celebrate her. I want you to get excited like it's you that's winning. Because sis, if she's doing it, if she can do it, if she's making it to the next level, if she's accomplishing great things, and this is if you know you are putting in the work, you are dedicated to what it is that you're called to be doing, and you're doing your best at it, then why doubt anything? If you are doing all of these things, then best believe you are going to reap the rewards very soon as well. Just remember, your journey is different than her journey. Okay, your timeline is different than her timeline, and that is totally okay. But if you see another woman winning, trust and believe you will be winning too. I'm sorry about that noise in the background, y'all. But trust and believe that you will be winning too. Trust and believe that your turn is coming. Sis, your turn is coming. So look at that as confirmation. You know what I mean? Look at it as confirmation, like, okay, I'm seeing women around me. They're doing big things. They're winning. They're getting to that next level. They get in the bag, whatever it is that you're trying to do. And like, I'm seeing this around me, so I know my turn is coming. I know. Use that to continue to push you to move forward, instead of causing you to compare yourself, compare your journey, which then causes you to, like, sometimes we even go into depressions, or we'll take like a whole week off because we're sitting here in our heads and we have this blockage because we're so stuck on what sis is doing and her wins, and not realizing, like, girl, just keep going because yours is right around the corner. And what I also want you guys to do is to celebrate every win. I don't care how small it is. If say for instance, you have a YouTube channel, for every, I don't care if you have like a small number of subscribers, for every subscriber, for every new sub, sis, celebrate that. For every new client, celebrate that. For every testimonial or whatever it is that someone gives for you, celebrate that. When it comes to work, for every compliment that you get for your work, celebrate that. Like, make these things big deals, because sometimes what we do is we wait for the big thing to arrive, and it can take a while. You know, again, everyone's timeline is different, but we'll wait for that big thing to arrive, and then all the little things that's coming through for us, that's showing us that we're on the right path, we tend to like just kind of like you know, like, oh, that's good, but you know, kind of scoot it to the side. No, I want you guys to celebrate every single win. When you're focused on celebrating like every little accomplishment, it is going to be harder for you to get into that mode where you're comparing yourself, your journey, your accomplishments to another woman, because you're all of your stuff, because literally if you pay attention every day, you will notice something new. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm being very honest. If you pay attention to your life, to your goals, what you're doing every day, you will notice something new. Celebrate every little thing. If you got something done on a day that you said, today, this is what I'm gonna do for my business, my family, my home, whatever it is, for school, and you accomplish that, celebrate that, and just focus on your little wins and know that the big ones are coming. But we have to get rid of that spirit of comparison, because it will literally be the death of your vision for some people. So y'all, holla at me. Let me know what you thought about this video. Let me know what you guys want me to touch on next. And you guys definitely take advantage of my free 15-minute consultation. The link is in the description box. And until next time, I love y'all so much.